So what's going on, Vapor?
The stream started.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this party. You guys stay in this party. I'm gonna send you guys an invite into the lobby in a few moments. What I'm gonna do also is look at your Discord. I'm gonna create a Discord conversation with both of us. Perhaps. How do I do this? Create DM with her. I'll send you guys individually in your Discords. I want you guys to start talking, even if it's about anything random, just so I can check your levels, duration, if you're loud enough. And then I'm out of the party, okay?
Okay.
So please stay to your Discord so I can tell you what's happening with your audio levels. And then where you change your audio levels is you go into the PlayStation button.
Yep.
Sound and devices.
Yeah.
Adjust microphone level, and then you'll be able to put it up or down.
Yep.
So don't change anything now, but that's where you change it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys an invites. Have fun, guys. Bottom line is, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay, so if you guys have fun, it's gonna go great. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Anyway,
TPRL. TPRL.
let's go. Later, guys.
I haven't heard anything terrible.
Pardon?
About. I haven't seen anything terrible on the Discord about the volume levels.
Yeah. Neither have I. Yeah.
Leave it to it.
Ajá. Okay. Um.
T-S-T-I-E-R. But I like it as it is, but
Yes, I think so.
I want to change my profile page. I copy paste on the
Doesn't look like a full grid, does it?
Yeah. No, we're waiting on, I think, one person, if I am correct.
Readying up.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chinese Grand Prix for the Performance Racing League Tier 1. I am Vapor, and I am commentating with Nico John.
Hey, Vapor. Yeah, round 4 in China should be a good race.
Yep.
I guess Rene has to be favourite.
Pardon?
I guess Rene has to be favourite
Yeah.
after winning the previous 3.
Yeah. Yeah. He's shown some really good pace, but right now there's a battle in the championship for first with... Oh, wait, never mind. I misread. There's battle for second with Zaper right in front of Terrible by 1 point. Let's see who comes out on top of that by the end of this race.
Should be good to see. Yeah, I mean, I think unless Rene makes a big mistake or something like that, it seems like it's his to lose in that sense.
Yep.
But all these guys are super fast, they're super talented drivers.
Yep. So what do you think the strategy is for this track?
Well, I mean, yesterday obviously in the Tier 2 I saw that I think 6 of the top 7 all did the one stop. I know quite a few tried the soft hard, others did the medium hard. With the soft hard, you've got to do 7, 8, 9 laps on those softs, and the last 2 or 3 are not that much fun. And then you've really got to push the hards, haven't you? So I'm not sure. Canino was fast with the soft, medium, soft. So it'll be interesting to see what people try here. Obviously, NAFTA managed to do 26 or something, 27 laps on that hards, which were gone at the end, but he got round. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the qualifying strategy is, whether they'll go out on mediums or not.
yeah, I think on this track you'll struggle to get in the top 5 or 6 on mediums. The delta difference seems quite significant, so I think most will start on the spot.
Yeah.
Top 10, they can choose to start the race on the mediums. Perhaps it will go that way, but we'll see.
Yeah. So most of the grid's on their outlap right now, but it looks like
I think Frosty is just starting a fast lap.
Yep. He had to deal with some traffic with people coming out the pit lane, which is going to affect his time a little bit. But let's see if he can make it up in other areas.
Yeah, it's so you've got to be careful with those. You've got to use your outlap to really make sure you've got enough time and space to do a fast lap without being interrupted. But then someone comes out of the pit that you didn't expect, and boom, quarter one's been compromised.
Yeah. And you also got to leave a good amount of space to that person in front of you, or else you're going to lose a bunch of time there as well.
Yeah, I know I can sometimes be guilty on the in-lap when you're sort of thinking back of mistakes or things and how your lap went or whatever, not paying enough attention to the map and other cars that are coming around. So you've got to watch out for people like me. But it looks like everyone's out on the track now.
Alright. So it looks like Frosty's going to cross the line first. And he's going to put in a... He's going to the pits, actually. So it's going to be... I can't pronounce that. With a 131! Oh, wait, no, it's Prof in first with 131 and 4/10. Well, And only 1/10, like just a little bit behind, is T Widow. Oh wow!
Young Ants goes first with on pole, position pole, 131.2.
There's going to be a very interesting race as the top three only like tenths.
And there's Rene. There we go. Who just put a second and a bit clear of second place.
Yeah. So. So.
Just finishing his lap in the second.
Yeah.
But look, yeah, there's still a second, a whole second between Rene and Terrible, and then the next 4 or 5 drivers all very, 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 very close together.
Yeah.
Those battles, the second, third, and fourth, I think will be tight.
Yeah. This is a pretty close battle for first. Well, man, for second. Yeah, it's a pretty close battle, and T Widow improves, but his time does not move up well.
I've got Toon just about to cross the line.
Who?
With a good speed, into second place. Toon 002. That was fast.
Yep. It looks like Shitsnap is heading on to the back straight for his first lap of the session.
Yeah. So important, that exit, that big sort of left and right hander onto the big straight. You've got to get a good entrance onto there to carry that speed all the way down.
Yeah.
It's such an important corner to you just try and get your foot down as soon as possible.
Yeah. He locked up at the back hairpin and went down to neutral. That might affect his time quite a bit. But he still moves up into fourth with a 131.194.
Super competitive. And it looks like they've all gone for the softs apart from Terminal, who is going to climb down on the mediums.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a strategy to purposely stay outside of the top 10 so you could have fresh mediums to start on.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think everyone wants to qualify as high as possible. With that first corner, you'd rather be...
Yeah,
I'm not sure, mate.
You'd probably want to not be in the mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, Frosty invalidated his lap, and Hollow is doing his first lap. It's, yeah. Just so...
It looks like is Frosty coming down the back straight on his hot lap.
Yeah, he invalidated it.
Ah, it's already okay.
Yeah.
So he's still yet to put a time down then.
Yeah, that must be quite frustrating. It sucks to have only invalidated lap. 'Cause I think that's what happened to him last time, and that's why he pitted so fast.
It must have been. I think you ideally want to get out there early, put down a solid banker, and then have a go at trying to go quicker. You know, you don't want to get to the last 5 minutes and not have a time registered because it just puts so much pressure on that last lap.
Yeah. Hollow's about to cross his line for his first lap, and it's gonna be a 1:32.2. that moves him up into 8th.
Yeah, Cali Robb hasn't got a time. He's on a hot lap, and I know he can be very quick.
Ooh, I think. Sorry, I think Ren is gonna have get a run from his money from the McLaren of 2 and no 2.
Yeah, I think we need to see Rene under some pressure.
Yeah,
he's had it too easy so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes, he really has. So yeah,
the Slovakian speed machine needs to be caught up somehow.
Yeah. So, Cali Robb is on the back straight about to set in his first time of the session.
That hairpin, you've got to get that so... you can lose so much time if you're not tight around there.
Yeah, like you really got to be so precise going around that. Because And Cali Robb puts in a 131 to put him in this 0.2 to put him into 7th.
And look at that, from 3rd place, 131.1, all the way down to 8th place, 131.4, 2 tenths separating six drivers.
It really, like, I think a big chunk of this first half of the race is definitely going to be decided on who gets the best start.
Yeah. And that first corner, it's so easy to get a bit impatient with the throttle. You just got to. It almost feels you're going walking pace as you go around the main part of the corner. Yeah. Patience and discipline of not getting on that throttle too soon, so you don't miss the very last apex to get out onto the straight.
Yeah. You really You also gotta really make sure to give space, especially on that first one, because everyone at first, when you first get off, because everyone's gonna be there, and it could one mistake could lead into carnage.
Yes, exactly. One car runs wide or just loses their line, and then it's a domino effect, isn't it? Of everyone coming out. Yeah. And it doesn't work when you race the AI. Quite often they line up and you can just go around the outside and take 4 or 5 positions. But unfortunately, against real life players, it doesn't work that easily.
Yeah. All right. It looks like Frosty's now on his now going out on his hot lap. Sorry for the hesitation. He still hasn't put in a time, so this.
Did you take that left full flat down, or do you have to lift? The one that Frosty just did.
The big left-handed hand corner.
The fast left, yeah.
Yeah. See, you kind of got a feathered throttle, and at the beginning, but by the end of it, you can. I find that you can go full throttle.
For what? Just getting a line, isn't it? With good grip on your tyres and the right line, you can go all the way. But I find into the race I was having to lift the water.
Yeah.
Control of the car.
Everything's got to be so perfect for you to be really fast at this track. You need to be so precise.
Yeah, it's a difficult track, I think, to hook up a good lap and nail every corner.
Frosty moves himself up into 10th, and it's a 131.9. Man, the top 10 are so close together.
Yeah. Should be an exciting race.
What? I'm streaming, right? Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I got a weird notification. Anyways, the top 10 is so close together. It could be anyone's race. Like, especially if Ren takes a penalty, spins out, makes a mistake.
Yeah.
It's anyone's race.
track limits certainly come into play on this one. The especially that last corner, coming to the very last corner onto the start straight finish. You
Yeah.
can very easily go outside the track limits, pick up a warning, and 3 of those, and it changes your race.
Actually, yesterday's race was decided. 10th place was decided by that because I think it was Kenny. Or he went super wide on that corner and he got a 3-second penalty, and the guy behind him got 10th.
Go past.
Yeah.
Looks like Rene's about to start a hot lap.
Yeah.
Right now.
He's about to start. I'm.
In the halves.
Yeah.
Hats.
Can. Oh, I think it's T Widow's about to cross the line. Nope, never mind.
Rene's just set the fastest sector 2
Yep.
onto the big straight.
Okay. So, yeah, he's there's only a minute 40 seconds left in the session, so this is when you're gonna see a lot of the drivers jump out for one last lap, if they can make it.
29.7.
Oh, another fastest lap. So
I think it was the 1,000. I think he just shaved 1,000th off his last time.
yeah.
I mean, super consistent.
Yeah, like, he's a force to be reckoned with. But oh, he retired.
He's had enough. He's put down a good time. He's going to go and have a cup of coffee and say, try and beat that, guys.
Yeah.
Or a beer.
And I think we've got so now if you look in second place, Tuan, or I can't pronounce it, sorry, is looking to beat Ren's time as his teammate locks out, takes third.
Cali Rob, yeah.
Yeah. So he's looking to take first, 2 and 002.
And this is him crossing the line now.
Crosses the line, and he puts in a... He
improved, but still stays second. 130.4.
Yep. Terrible has retired from the session. He might have just put in his best lap.
I think we've got the prof in the racing points.
Yeah.
Can he pick a lap? Can he move up from 10? Or maybe not.
Terminal Delty is in the other racing point, and he's on his hot lap. He put a purple sector too, so maybe he could. He might be able to get on the podium or take that pole if he really guns it.
Nice two around there. Oh, I didn't see. Is there? What's the weather forecast for the race? Do you know? It looks pretty cloudy there in Shanghai.
Yeah, I think we might have a wet race, which if I can check, Delta, no. I don't know if I can check it. I didn't see it, but I do see a few drizzles of rain on the camera here and there.
It looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Terminal went into Terminal Deity moved into third place there with that lap, 1:30.5.
Okay. And I think we've basically got our grid order here. Because the other people are in the pits and P. Widow's on his out lap.
It'll be harder to improve this. I mean, it won't be any quicker with the rain now than you were 10 minutes ago. I think it'll be difficult to, unless you really messed up your lap, I think it'll be difficult to improve it with these conditions.
Yeah. So, yeah. This is going to be a very interesting race because in a lot of people during practice sessions has said Terrible has a really good pace. And it's looking like it's drizzling. So, it could be a rainy race. How do you think, Nico, how do you think rain would affect the outcome of this race?
Well, I mean, it makes it more velocity, doesn't it? I think we're more likely to see crashes, spins, and obviously then strategy comes in, whether it's going to be wet the whole race or dry, when to change, what tyres to start, what tyres to finish. It certainly adds an extra level of intrigue into proceedings. So, super excited to see what will happen. Obviously, Rene's the favourite, but behind him, I think it can go. You've got a lot of really good, really fast drivers. Terrible's been very consistent so far, picking up points, I think, in every race.
Yep.
Zapper, Oshlaka's not here, but he's very fast, I've seen.
Yep.
Young Ants in the Alfa Romeo can certainly go quick. I think he's a fellow Brit, so I'll be cheering him. Maybe quietly, but we'll see.
So our grid order is Renko and the Haas on pole position, Tuen, McLaren second, Terminal and Racing Point third, and that's the front row or top three, and so
very close there. Look, second down to sixth was only 2 or 3 tenths, so it really is anyone's
race. Ren is very consistent in the dry, but we haven't seen him in the wet, and it looks like it's going to be a very wet race, this race.
Wow, yeah, it does. Here we go.
So let's see how the drivers, if they can keep their positions in the wet. Because the cars are very spinny in the wet.
Yeah, it's all feel, isn't it, in the wet? It's throttle control, being gentle. I think you've got to be very gentle on that. So maybe one does a gear higher or 2 gears higher just to prevent the spin. You might lose a bit of speed, but you'll gain the stability.
Yeah,
and breaking it earlier, or else you get the lockups and the wheel spin. So
yeah,
it's a slightly different technique, different style, I guess.
Do you think people will be modifying their front wings to make a little more downforce?
I think you have to. You want to have a good race, I think you need to be more downforce and maybe slightly higher ride height as well, bringing yourself up a little bit so that you can avoid some of the mess. It looks like they're all on the full wets, aren't they? It's not even in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the one's here for to go, but it's a stamina. The rain, you try and stay on the track as fast as you can and stay on the track. That's my advice.
Yeah. It's and going back to what you said earlier about the trading speed for stability. I think in the wet, stability is much more important.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because
because it's so tough to drive.
Yeah. Yes. So tough.
Being careful as well, you know, you can get greedy with the ERS or the rich fuel mix, and coming out of corners, you've got to make sure you're straight, you're stable before you apply that, because that will send you off as well if you're not careful. It's just it's a very different challenge, this track in the rain.
Yeah. Extremely different challenge.
And I think quite a few of us can be guilty of not doing much practice in the rain and just going for a policy of crossing fingers and praying that there's no rain in the race.
Yeah.
The Tier 1 boys have been caught out if that was their plan.
Yeah, I think that's most people's plans.
Yeah.
It's definitely mine.
Yeah, I think I did half a dozen laps in the rain, span 10 times, and turned it off in disgust and said, it's gonna be dry.
Yeah. So how do you think
and
the start will...
as well? You've got to be the start's gonna be interesting again. You've got to be gentle on that accelerator. And, get away.
You gotta be so gentle on that accelerator, because like even just a slight bit too much, you're done. All right, and the strategy could be one stop, or two stop.
You would have
obviously.
thought so. You would have thought the one, but let's see how the weather plays if it dries up.
Okay.
Five lights.
Some people jump the start a little bit, and it's lights out, and we're on our way. Looks like the McLarens are Oh, Cali Rob
Great start from Cali Rob.
Oh, great start from the McLarens. They they lock out the front row. T Widow's made up some. There's a battle for a little bit of a battle for fourth. Sorry. Between Widow and Terminal?
Yeah. They're battling. I know Cali Rob is very quick in the rain. I haven't seen it. I've heard that he's very good. He's just gone a bit wide there, though, and maybe Chun comes through.
Yeah.
And Rene in third. It looks like everyone got away smoothly, though, which is good to see.
Yeah.
So,
looks like the Red Bulls are at the back. Ooh, and Prof has had a spin and knocked into the Ferrari of Spitch?
Spick 3K? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So him and the two Red Bulls, yeah, they're battling at the back.
Yeah, they got to make a lot of places up.
Let's see. Xavier.
And
so Chun has overtaken Rob?
Yeah. And it looks like the Racing Point of Terminal has fallen down a few places. I wonder what happened.
And Cali Rob down in third. Rennie up to second and Chun first. All of them lined up, all within striking distance.
Oh. Terminal's getting a little bit loose on the corners. And the
Widow and Hollow both going into the pits.
They
picked up a little bit of damage, perhaps, or
I think a little bit of front wing damage.
Or maybe serving a drive-through penalty. In fact, perhaps they were the ones that jumped the start.
Yeah, I think it was a Ferrari and them. Yeah. So.
I know the game can be a little bit glitchy. I've experienced it where the lights have gone out for everyone else and I see them moving, but I still have the 5 lights lit up. So that could be very frustrating because your impulse is obviously to move if you see other people moving, but if you do go, well, you've got the lights even if they don't, you will get that penalty. So it's a bug in the game, I think, that happens occasionally.
Yeah, that actually happened to me in a different race. Where the guy in front of me wasn't moving and I moved and I almost hit the back of him because
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a great battle for first. Rene right behind Toon.
He's moving. Rene is a little.
Trying to get a
Oh,
good exit.
he broke out loose. Ren broke out a little loose.
He had a little squiggle on the exit.
He's dumping his battery, trying to overtake 10. But I think he will hold on. Tries to make a move, but doesn't work out.
I think he's happy just sitting behind at the moment. Obviously, there'll be no DRS in these conditions, so
Yeah.
about finding the right time and place, I guess. Sunset's the fastest lap with a 151.
Terminal's been moving down a couple places. Do you think there's a problem with his car?
It looks like
Oh,
just got in
he
the
went
pits,
into the
so
pits.
I guess something happened. From the strategy, it seems to be it's going to be full wet the whole race, so
Yeah. Oh, and
you know, it's concentration.
Ren's taken both McLarens, and he's back on top.
I think something must have happened with Turn. It looked like Callie almost got past him as well.
Yeah. Sorry. And
Flag.
who's gone off?
No one. I'm not sure. It popped up. It looks like they're back to racing now.
Okay. So
Looks like it's a big battle for fifth as well with Stein Zapp and Young Ants. Stein just gets past him.
oh yeah. Young tries to go around the outside, but Stein defends beautifully. And Young broke a little loose, and that gives Stein fifth. And
Yeah. In the rain, these cars really do feel like Bambi on ice. You just got no stability. You feel like you could go off at any point. So
yeah,
they're all
and
driving really, really well.
yeah, especially on those like really fast corners.
Uh-huh.
Like you have to be so delicate with the throttle, or else you're gonna. Oh, and Ren, I think dives into the pits. Same with Callie Robb and Shitsnap take first and second, and Young takes third. Because Toon and Ren went into the pits for some reason. Oh, they changed for intermediates.
So Young Ants up 6 places into third. The Prof up 6 places into fourth. Spinch up 8 places into fifth. Really impressive performances from those guys.
Yeah. I think most people are now going in for intermediates. Because,
It looks that way, doesn't it?
yeah, I think the track's just wet now.
You can see the racing line is just starting to dry off a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, and Shitsnap takes the fastest sector too. So do you think the top 4 are gonna stay out late to try to build a gap before they go in, or do you think they're gonna?
I think once the rain slows down, you'll be losing a lot of time driving on the wet. Richard's gone.
Yeah, he's out. Oh, and there's a virtual safety car, BRC. I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, neither did I.
He was doing well, but
Oh, now they're diving into the pits. Callie Robb
Yeah,
in
now's a
the
great
top
time.
3.
Now's a great time. Callie Robb had a great position as well. Just as the car came out, he was approaching it. So if you were going to move to Inters, now's the time, you know. It looks like there's a. Looks like we went off in sector 2.
Yeah. Oh, and Ren takes back first as the two McLarens come out with Shit Snap right behind and Terrible behind them.
So it's just Xavier Beats who he's coming. Oh, he's just had a little not the cleanest pit entry. Put it that way. He's coming in as well now for the inter. So that means that everyone, I think.
No,
Terminal.
Yeah,
Terminal's
Terminal
still out.
and
I think-
Javier are. Oh wait, Javier.
Yeah, Javier's in the pits now. Terminal went in because Terminal actually put on a fresh set of full wets when he went in.
That must
So
have.
I think.
Sorry, you continue.
No, I think he must have maybe picked up some damage, gone in to stay with the full wets. Then a lap or two later, the conditions started to dry out a bit. So he's been unlucky, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. The McLaren of Toon is starting to get closer to
The Renault.
yeah.
He's right behind him, isn't he?
Yeah.
And this braking zone at the end of the long straight, I mean, that's such a great place for overtaking if you get the late brake on or
and
go
it,
around the outside. There's ways to do it.
yeah. It also looks like Terrible's gonna start he's setting up a run on Shit Snap.
Steins up.
Oh, sorry.
Let's not say shit.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's right behind him. The problem, of course, getting too close in the rain is you get all the spray back, which makes visibility
Yeah.
severely impaired.
And Prost's gone into the pits for a set of intermediates. Quite unlucky for him that he, or Terminal, sorry, that he,
Two pit stops in the first 5 laps isn't ideal, is it?
yeah, no, it really isn't. It's not.
But Toon staying with, he's just dropping back as I said that, staying with Rennie. Pally not far behind him.
Yeah.
Slight gap down to 4th, which Steins up. Terrible right behind him, pushing hard. Then we drop back a bit to Young Ants. Thomas, who's done well. The Prof further back, along with T Widow, Frosty, Hollow, Terminal, and Xavier.
Yeah. This grid's very, in places it's very close together, but it's also very spaced out, which is interesting. And Terrible's really,
Really close.
yeah, he's really trying to overtake Steins now.
As Rennie puts in the fastest lap. 1:47, so the time's getting a lot quicker. The conditions are obviously speeding up.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if it'll eventually dry out and they'll move on to slicks, or whether it's really a case of staying on the wet tyres.
Well, oh, and there is a yellow flag for Javier. I think he's gone off a little bit in places. Not having a great time for grip for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, with the point system, it's you just got to try and keep going, haven't you? You know, you will score points if you finish. So
Yeah.
dig deep and try and battle on. And you never know. I mean, you could be 20 seconds behind somebody and think there's no chance, but especially in these conditions, it's very possible that something happens to them and you can pick up places just by being consistent.
Oh, and Cali Roggs making up some places on his teammates. I mean, making up some time. Sorry.
They're right together at the top three. Callie's got the slightly fresher tyres just by a lap, but shouldn't make any difference. Rene can't pull away though, which is interesting.
Yeah. So, if they go into if they do go onto slicks, it's whoever. I think it's whoever gets into the pits first and gets a fast pit stop.
Yeah, I mean it's so delicate, isn't it? Moving onto the slicks. If you get it wrong, and you're losing seconds if you've gone too early or too late. So it's a bit of luck of when you're coming around to the pit entrance and the conditions just right.
Yeah.
I think one thing that I think could be quite a useful determiner of when to either go soft to dry or dry to soft is when DRS is turned on or off. That's usually a pointer to say that it's time.
Yeah.
And Jeff, good old Jeff, can give you some tips sometimes as well. When he says we're not sure, that's usually a time to switch.
I mean, you know, it's kind of a gamble with good old Jeff because he tried putting me on softs when it was like still pouring rain.
Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes Jeff does get drunk and give you dodgy advice, Adam.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's a big battle down there for 8 with Widow and Prof, and Widow gets through on the inside, almost,
Oh.
yes. Get the move done.
Just
Moves up to 8 in the Mercedes.
and is Prof gonna battle back? Oh, Prof's he's saving his ERS, going for the better line.
Round the outside.
Oh,
no,
and
inside,
does he do the
switchback.
switchback? Does he complete it?
They are wheel to wheel.
Very, very
Dimitri,
good
the
racing by
face.
both of them. The ability to keep it clean and a wonderful move. Oh, he's been tapped. It was a little bit of a racing incident, but
It was.
yeah,
I think they were very respectful, gave each other space. It was a good battle.
yeah,
You know, these things
Like-
can happen.
yeah. It's. I don't think there will be a penalty for it. You know, it just happened.
He's just got to stay close now, and he'll get a chance. But
Yep.
stay with him. I think in the standings, Prof's currently 7th place, and Terminal is 9th. So these two are.
Oh, Widow's had a
Widow's-
spin.
He's turned round. He's sideways.
Oh, and Prof almost did the same mistake a little bit later.
Prof went for a sympathy spin just to show his solidarity.
Yeah. Let's hope. Oh, and there's a virtual safety car. What happened?
Lost Terminal.
Oh,
I'm not
terminal.
sure what happened.
I think he went off. A lot of these people are starting to struggle for grip.
And a few are jumping into the pits again, aren't they?
Oh,
Rene's
and
in,
they're switching
Rudy Calais.
and the McLarens are switching to hards. And
There we go.
Ren switches to a medium.
Medium. I'm not sure you'll get the medium the 18 laps, or if he does, they will be pretty battered. Whereas I think the two McLarens would certainly plan hope to get to the end. If you look at Steinzap and Terrible both putting the hard on as well, so you have to be careful these first few laps. It's still raining, the tyres are cold, the track wet. It's a recipe for a disaster for the first couple of laps until you get settled.
Yep.
So I wonder if Rene's planning an extra stop, or you think you can get those mediums to the end?
Yeah. you know, like with how close the McLarens are, I really think that they have to get past because they're both on hards, and the mediums won't be able to make it. I don't think.
But yeah, I guess Rene's plan is to put as much distance between the two of them, come back in, maybe stick some softs on at the end, and go very, very fast compared to the old hards. But
yeah,
the risky strategy. It seems like Prof put the mediums up well, but the Young Ants, Terrible, Shines Up, Cali, all on the hards.
Yeah. And I think Terrible's starting to make a run on Shit Snap. I mean, Stein Snap. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't mind. Maybe he would.
Yeah. We try to keep it kid friendly here.
Kid friendly. Well, there's a big Dutch contingent in the
Oh,
league,
and
so
Terrible's lost it a little
Terrible. Bit of a squiggly exit from the hairpin.
bit. But if he can stay within a second, DRS has been enabled, so...
Yeah, DRS
Yeah, I
is
know.
back on now. Okay.
Yeah, he has DRS, and he's going into the corner, close behind Steinsnap. And there's been an overtake. I think Frosty's in the pits, and that's going to be very good for T Widow, as he is the only one back there on slicks.
Yeah, Hollow, I assume he will go in now, because he's still on the, he's the last one left on the intermediates.
Oh, and Frosty's gone onto the softs.
Interesting. Trying to make some spaces, I guess, trying to catch their hard for 10 laps, and then maybe 2 softs
Maybe.
at the end.
Hey.
Terrible still right behind Stein, who could get a good exit off the last comp before that big straight overtake on 2% DRS coming. Gets the move done.
Yep. Yeah, he gets the move done,
Stein's
and
still,
it's very...
Stein's still fighting.
Oh,
though. It is-
Stein's still fighting. Will he get it on the outside?
Give each other
No,
room.
Terrible makes...
Terrible keeps it.
and he tucks behind for the DRS zone.
They've both got plenty of DRS.
Yeah. And Stein's got DRS. He's going to try to pull a move. Maybe the... Oh, and he has to back off.
Good racing. And Terrible's just pulled away. I think he might have got out of it. Borderline whether he'll
He's
keep his
using,
DRS now.
Sorry to interrupt. Terrible's using a little bit of ERS. He has a low ERS battery level. Steins now has significantly higher ERS, so he could use that in the next straight. He could use that to his advantage.
Definitely. It's going to be touch and go whether he gets the ERS.
Yeah.
DRS. I think he might have just been within the second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steinstaff has, but he's not going to use ERS because he's
Saving it.
he's lost the gap now because
As Rene puts in the fastest lap again, and he's extended that lead now to 4.5 seconds, which is at the front of the grid there.
I think the only way the only way that he won't win is if he makes a huge mistake.
Well, yes, but if McLaren's can, 5-10 seconds,
Yeah.
and make the move, then sure he's going to come out a lot faster than them, but they're going to have a healthy lead.
Oh, and Hollow's out.
Rock Hollow. The very fast left-hander. right from the...
A lot of the... And I think Stein's nav is close enough to Terrible. He's closing the gap now. Trying to... He's within a second, and I think he's really going to try to keep it so he can take fourth for the next DRS. So, what do you think about this race so far, Nico?
Hey, look, it's good. These guys are fast, and it's impressive. There's battles all over the track, so it's been good. We've lost 3. Hollow, Terminal, and Spikes have left the race, but there's still 11 guys, and there's still, you know, we're halfway through. It'll be fascinating to see what everyone does with the tyres. I'm guessing all the guys on hards will go to the end. Mediums, I think, is going to be touch and go now.
Yeah.
Pending. And the softs, I think Frosty will definitely have to hit again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting at the front if the McLarens can get past Ren in the pits. They could hold on to it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Rene thinks he can get another 4. Well, he's got 3 laps on those mediums. Maybe he thinks he can get another 14, but they will be, you know, really damaged by the end. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised he chose mediums. But Rene's tended to favour, even in dry races, a 2-stop strategy over a 1 in the previous races. So he obviously feels more comfortable on a faster compound and prepared to have the extra pit to stay on the faster compounds than doing long stints on the hard tyres.
Yeah.
Stein's got the DRS on Terrible.
Yep.
These two. It's been a great battle.
A very great battle, and it's been really great defending by Terrible.
Uh-huh.
And just great pace by both of them, but I think because of their battling, Youngs might be starting to catch up to them. Just a little bit. Oh, and he tries to go up in the inside. Doesn't work though.
Yeah, he's only a few seconds behind now, young Ant, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then it's a bit further back to the prop and see we're going.
Yeah.
So a great scoring day for McLaren if it stays as it is.
Yeah.
Just having a look at the constructors, it's Haas out in front. Then you've got the Mercedes, the Renault, Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauri. All very close actually. And the Williams as well, so people be looking to pick up points for the constructors as well.
So, I think this is going to be a very, for McLaren, I think it's going to be a very great day. 'Cause, 2 podiums, like it isn't first, but it's not bad by any sense.
Big points, big points.
Yeah. Oh, and Javier's gone off. I think he might have a problem. He's sliding around quite a lot. And, Terrible's also gone off. So he's gonna have to make back that place. Oh.
Stein gets through, yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's got Young Ants not far behind him.
Yeah. So this could turn out to be
Terrible
very
fight in the pit.
interesting.
Cali Rob picks up a 3-second time penalty for, I'm assuming, track limits. He's now 6 seconds behind his teammate Chun, who is 7 seconds behind Rene. So Rene extending the lead.
I think Steinsnap is very much trying to close that gap, and Javier's out. Almost like a quarter of the grid's out. It's a very interesting race.
Yeah, I think we should all be grateful there was no rain yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it would have been a very different race if that had been the case.
I'm almost 100% sure if there was rain yesterday, there would have been about 2 people finishing that race.
Yeah.
And
But Rene's just extending that lead. It's up to 8 seconds now. I don't know if he's gonna, if he can get that to 20, he gets a free pit stop. But 11 laps to go, 8 seconds ahead, six lap old mediums. I mean, in practice, in thinking, I'm not sure you can get. I'm not sure you can get 18, 19 laps on those mediums. Maybe I'll be proven wrong today, but I just think it's a long stint on those types.
yeah, and Young is in DRS within within a second. Sorry, he's within a second of Terrible, and
There we go. He needs a good exit off this big corner and really have a go on the straight. He's got over 50% of the DRS saved.
yeah, and Terrible only has 9, only has a little bit, and he's using it all, up. It's gonna drain his battery. Now he has absolutely no ERS as Young is coming after him.
Right on his tail. Right up his gearbox.
Yeah. I think he's gonna save it for the front straight.
Yeah, Terrible took a defensive line there.
Yeah.
Make sure that Young didn't come on the inside.
And he's
Here
gonna
we
make
go.
the move. Gone to the inside, and he got it done.
Nice. Used the snake hit there, feinted left, went down the right side.
Oh, never mind. Terrible's fighting back.
Needs to come back on the inside.
And he's going around the outside. And he has it.
Got it through, yeah.
And that just kind of goes to show, like, the skill of these drivers. Like, and the patience they have.
It's almost chess on wheels at times, isn't it? On those corners.
Yeah.
You're prepared to sacrifice this apex to try and get ahead for that apex. Very good driving.
Yes.
But he's still just about within the second, so he'll have another go on the straight.
Yeah. Do you think he'll dump his battery for the straight?
I think he seems, judging by last, I think he seems to use the ERS on the straight up to the DRS and then turns it off. He hasn't used any this time, saving it.
Yeah.
Harvest it up and have another go, regroup. And
Oh,
then have
hey,
another.
Ren's pitted, and now the McLaren takes the lead. Oh, and he's gone on to softs.
He's put the softs for the last 9 laps, which I think makes sense. I mean, at the end of the 9 laps, they won't be too good condition, maybe 60-70% wear, but he'll think that he'll be considerably faster now than the guys on 8-9 lap old hard. So, but he's got traffic, he's got to get through fine.
Yeah. Oh, and Ren's taking over Steins now. Yeah. And Steinsnap has taken over Terrible. I think Terrible... Oh, wait, never mind. Alright,
So Rene's 12.5 seconds off the lead, and he's got 9 laps. 9 laps to make up 12.5 seconds. I think on those softs, for the first 2 or 3 laps, he could certainly be 2 or 3 seconds quicker, so very possible.
yeah. But Stein Snap isn't gonna make it easy. I think he might try to battle him a little bit.
Stay with him certainly for as long as he can. And he's out with the. He doesn't have the. Oh, he does.
Yeah, he does. But
Yeah.
you know, he can only stay with him for so long
I
because
think
he's
Rene
on
will
old
drive
cards.
away. Yeah,
and-
I expect Rene to drive away from him. To be honest. We'll see.
yeah.
And Young's right now. Young's getting close still with Terrible.
Yeah. Very very good racing by these the racers.
They've put on a good performance, definitely.
Yes, quite.
It's hard. I think when you're just in front or just behind, and it's less than a second. It's so easy to make mistakes as you get a little bit too eager with the throttle, or trying to brake later, and you can easily disrupt your own race by trying to just push it a little extra, and then you can't do so. It's great discipline from these guys, the way they stay close for lap after lap and make very, very few mistakes.
And Ren does have second because of the time penalty Callie has, but will Callie hold him up to?
Team orders could be. But look, I mean that gap's now down to 9 seconds from Rene to the leader, so he's shaved 3 seconds off in his first lap on the stop.
Yeah.
And he's right behind Callie now.
Yeah, he's got second
how
place.
easy he'll find it.
Callie has
He's
that.
the fastest lap.
Yeah, he definitely does. He has second place due to Callie's time penalty, but will Callie try to hold him up?
I don't think Callie will let him through, put it that way.
Yeah. Because even if it's first and third, that's still great constructors points.
Yeah. Keep the inside.
Ooh, and he goes around the outside, and he has him. Oh,
Gets the move done.
He has him. Now,
And now he's hunting down to him. 7.5 seconds. Yeah, he's eating into that lead like a greedy boy.
yeah. And Toon has DRS from the lapped car, so
Useful.
I'm gonna check on the battle with Youngs and Terrible. It's about the same.
Doesn't have as much ERS left.
Yeah,
He did before Young, but hasn't managed to get the overtake done.
he does have DRS. Even though he hasn't passed Terrible, you still have to give him some props for keeping up, like
Here we
keeping
go.
his head cool. Oh,
Yep.
ooh, and that could have been bad.
He did well to take evasive action there.
Yeah. Oh, and T Widow has a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. As he catches up to Prof, or is trying to.
It can be difficult staying behind with dirty air. So
Yeah, Dirty Air is a lot more prominent in this game than previous games.
seems that way, doesn't it?
So, like, staying behind isn't that easy anymore.
Or staying very clear, yeah, staying, you know, getting within half a second and staying in there is definitely tough.
Yeah. You gotta give him props for like Young. You gotta give him props
Exactly.
for like always staying, like usually staying within a second or just outside a second.
Yep.
And
Terrible's been so consistent, hasn't he? I mean, just in the championship, I think he's top 5 almost every race. Hasn't won one. Rene's taken all the victories, but he's been on the podium and he's very consistent.
Yeah, he's third in the championship. And if he scores better than sorry, let me quickly check.
I think it's Steinzap, isn't it?
If he scores better than Zapper, I don't think he's here.
I think it's Steinzap.
Yeah.
I think that's his.
Yeah, that's Steinsnap, I think, maybe. Yeah, they're very close in the...
So he's 4th, he's 5th, it's all to play for.
Yeah. It's
No,
very...
Widow's gone off.
This is a very close championship for the drivers. Let's check up
Widow
on...
just went off. He's chasing down the Prof, but the Prof's got 12 lap old medium, so I'm not sure. And I guess he'll get them to the end, but I think he'll be vulnerable if T Widow can get closer.
Yeah.
As I said, he just went off on that first corner.
I'm gonna check in on Ren, see if like he's definitely making his way up the field, but he's got a lapped car between him and Toon.
Still, he's broken that. I mean, he's cut that lead from 12 seconds down to 3.5. Really impressive.
Yeah.
He's on the fastest tyre. He's on the newest tyre, the fastest tyre, and he'll be going for it. He's got 4 laps to make. Frosty. I know Frosty will be ghosted because he's being lapped, but he can still be. I guess.
Oh, he's letting him through.
Good driving. Yeah, good driving.
Yeah, good driver.
Good lad. Because it can be a distraction. I know there was comments yesterday in the race. Back markers just. I guess it's just even in your eye line, even if they're not doing anything, it can just be a slight distraction.
Yeah, but it really can. And as well, changing the subject a little bit to the race. We'll see if he makes up a lot of time on this straight, as he has softs and new softs, and Toon has old hards.
I think he'll do it. My prediction would be that Rene will do it. Although those softs are going to be, the advantage will be reducing as they, after 4 or 5 laps on the softs, they're not anywhere near what they were at the beginning.
And Steinsnap is, oh wait, Young's is pretty close to Terrible now, but anyways, Steinsnap is I think not trying to overtake Caliraw, but he's trying to be within 3 seconds.
Doesn't need to do it on track, does he? Just get within the 3 seconds and stay there.
Oh, and Youngs has taken. They're battling into the Terrible and Youngs. They're battling into the first and second corner.
They've been together for about 6-7 laps now, haven't they? 8 laps, just right on each other's tails.
Yeah, and that's got to have affected Young's tire wear, as he's been in Terrible's dirty air so much.
Way, yeah.
You gotta think that he's gonna have to back off soon. As Prof changes for fresh sauce, has changed for fresh sauce. Fresh sauce.
Fly home. I'm not sure if he took damage or if he was on the mediums. I can't remember now.
Switching back to Ren, he has little battery left, but he has gained a lot on Toon. So, I don't know if he's going to do it.
Here we go. What, just to start, 26.
there's only like 2-3 laps left,
Yeah.
and I don't know if he's gonna do it.
Concentration, no mistakes, and to make it at home, which would be a great victory for the McLaren.
Yeah. This has been quite a wacky race,
Yeah.
with the like starting with the rain and then going on to the slicks and like the VSCs.
And Stein's now within the 3 seconds for Callie, so Callie Robb, so he will be, as things stand, on the podium.
Yep. But a lot can happen in a couple laps.
It really can. Motor racing can be a very cool mistress.
As Toons pulls away from Ren, he's pulling away by the 10th. Ren must have gotten quite a bad exit out of that last corner, which it still shows you, like as you said, how
He is
important.
human. He is human after all.
Yeah. But going back to what you said a while ago, it really does show how important that exit is.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it whenever you're doing time trials. If you watch the delta against your personal best and you're just losing or gaining rapid time, and you're just like, yeah, it's so important.
Yeah.
Getting that foot down as early as you can with the car settled, fly around.
Yeah.
It's up to 5 seconds now. I guess Rene's softs, maybe he went a lap early, and those softs are just starting to go off.
Yeah, maybe it's because he pushed so hard. Like,
Yeah.
closed the gap.
Well, he got it from 12 seconds down to 2, but now it's back out to 6 and getting bigger.
Yeah. And Callie's actually gaining on him. As Steinsnap is gaining on Callie, so that's something to watch for the last lap. See if he's gonna make a move.
Yeah, something's happened. Frosty's unlapped himself against Rene, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on with Rene. I only assume the tyres are it's a bit slippy.
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to say that the McLaren's got the strategy right. If you go straight to the hard and finishing the race, Rene tries to mix it up with the soft, and it doesn't look like it's going to work. In
Yeah.
fact, that gap's now out to 7 seconds.
And I think this race is coming to a close. It's the last lap, and Ren has a puncture.
Oh no.
Front left. Oh,
Front
and
left, gone.
Callie could take that place because of that puncture.
He will, but he's closing on him fast.
Oh, this
You'll
turned
see
out
him.
to be... Oh, and I think
He's through.
Callie has him.
Callie obviously still 3 second penalty, so but I assume he'll
Yeah.
with him and Rene now, no problem.
Yes, but
And Stein
with that
gets through-
puncture, he
Stein
could
gets
get...
past as well.
With that
Rene
puncture,
got
he
the
could
fall.
probably pull away from him.
And I thought so. And Terrible will be thinking maybe he could get there too.
Maybe.
Rene's going so slow around that big bend.
Yeah, the McLarens are on podium. There's no question about it now.
Oh, Stein goes past Rob? No?
Oh, no. Oh,
Rob
and there was
fights
the
back.
switchback move. And Stein has secured second.
Second place. Great driving from Stein. He kept going He did really well.
Great
Two,
drive
obviously,
from
I mean,
everyone. Great drive from everyone.
The Dutch, the orange machine, first and second.
And Terrible
Love the
came
Dutch.
so
They like
close.
Formula One and they like darts.
Yeah,
I respect them.
this is really amazing. Really amazing driving by everyone. So who is your driver of the day, Nico?
I guess you'd have to say, you know, I don't think many people expected Rene not to win, and he put those hards on, and Rene could never catch him. Great driving. Stein, fantastic. Callie started third, finished third, I believe. Solid. Terrible, solid. You know.
Yeah.
Great racing.
Yeah, if I had to give it to someone, it would either be Youngs or Terrible. They were amazing, having amazing battles, and they were keeping it very clean.
The two of them were together for the last sort of 10, 12 laps, weren't they? Always within a second of each other, and no crashes, no collisions, no spins. So yeah, great driving. Turn milking the crowd there.
Yep. And the McLaren constructors must be extremely happy, as they will move up the order.
So the final standings: first Thun, second Steinzap, third Callie, fourth Rene, fifth Terrible, sixth Young, 70 Widow, 8 the Prof, 9 Thomas, and 10 Frosty. That's your top 10. And then we've got the DNFs of Xavier, Hollow, Terminal, and Spike. Great race.
Yeah, amazing race by everyone. Good job.
And the fastest lap went to Rene. Yeah, that would have been on the softs at the end there. Come to be the fastest lap, but
Oh,
he
and
just
Toon
pushed
had
it
a
too
3-second penalty.
He did. But still enough though. Yeah, Rene just pushed it too hard on those softs and got the puncture, which cost him the podium.
Yeah. I mean, he was within like 2-3 seconds. If he didn't push as hard, maybe he would have gotten that for podium.
Yeah, I'm not sure when Thun got that penalty, whether it was right at the very end or it was early and we missed it, because that obviously would have affected Rene's strategy.
I'm not really sure either, but that concludes the Chinese Grand Prix. We'll see you next week for Zandvoort.
Yeah, round 4 done. Move on to round 5. Thanks for having me, Vapor. Great racing, everyone. See you soon.
Yep.